Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening to all. Let us start our today's session. So I hope everyone has completed insert and update. Creating the table and inserted the records. So yesterday we just started with basic DDL and DML. So today we will continue, and today I will give you more exercises. And before start, so we will continue. So as we have seen yesterday, so we will see one more time this entire SQL and all the create table, insert table, all this we'll see one more time. I have sent this particular document, Oracle day one.txt. So you can make use of this document, and if you want to add some more points here for yourself, for your reference, you can add it, and you can make this notes more useful to you. Okay. So I will give you all the notes, no worries. So we have SQL. So we can split this SQL into 5 different language. The first one is data definition language. It's nothing but DDL. Data manipulation language. It's a DML. Data retrieval language, DRL. Sometimes you'll say like data retrieval language or a data query language, TQL. So we are querying the data from the database, right? So that we will say like a query language also. Transaction control language, TCL, and data control language, DCL. So out of all the 5, a DCL will be handled by DBAs, database administrator. So they do have grant and revoke permissions. And if you take DDL, so DDL is always it deals with structure of the table. So you should know. So if I'm going to take, okay, so what is DDL? DDL is nothing but data definition language. It is used to create the table, alter the table. That means adding a column, dropping a column, and rename a table or rename a column, truncating all the records from the table, dropping the table. We will see one by one all this very clearly. Whenever you are going to execute this DDL statement in Oracle, it will get auto commit. It will be committed up to this particular DDL statement. So we do have DML statement. We have 4 different DML statement. One is insert, update, delete, and merge. See, how can I remember? If you ask, how can I remember all this? Data manipulation means it deals with the data. Okay, so how can I deal with the data? So you have to insert the data, you have to update the data, you have to delete the data, you have to merge the data from one table to another table. So since it's a DML operation, we have to commit it. So don't forget, whenever you are doing insert statement, any insert statement or any update statement or delete statement or merge. So these 4 in Oracle. So you have to commit. Before coming out, you have to commit it. So if you're using any insert statement, right, insert into some table name, if you're closing this SQL developer without committing it, even the SQL developer also will ask, do you want to commit? So that means whenever you are executing any DML operations, you have to commit it. Okay, remember this DML, you have to commit it. So we have to commit. Then we have the DRL, data retrieval language. So selecting the operations. Then we have the commit and rollback. So commit is nothing but if you do commit, then up to that particular point, it will get saved. And rollback is nothing but, so if you want to roll back, so you can roll back only that DML statement. Remember, you can roll back only DML statement, not DDL statement. So DDL statement is always auto commit, will get committed. Then save point. Save point is nothing but bookmark. So if I want to go for some rollback up to this point or commit up to this point, you can use save point. These details you'll see one by one very clearly. So please have a notebook and notepad. And so whatever you are learning, just to make a note of it to understand. Okay, so that is what you can learn. Okay, so you can get the attention. So throughout the session. Okay, so first we are going to create a table. So you assume that we are going to create this particular table. I want to create a customer table. So this particular table. So whenever we are creating a table in Oracle, so Oracle itself, it will make an entry in this particular table. So what is the table? Dictionary table. Yesterday I have sent one dictionary table, right? All underscore tables. This is one particular table. Whenever I'm going to create a table, Oracle will make an entry in this table. This is one of the dictionary table. All underscore tables. If you see this owner is nothing but schema name. That is the schema name and table name. So whatever the table yesterday, you remember when I'm trying to create the same table name. So Oracle did not allow. So why? Because this table name is the unique. It will maintain the primary key. It will be maintained. It's what it will not allow the same name. And we have the table space. So table space is nothing but it will allocate some space on the server. So this concept will be taken care by the admins. The DBA will take care all this blocks and all this. They will take care. So when it has been created, so all this it will be maintained here. So this is what if I want to know how many tables are there in the particular HR schema, I have to use where class, where owner here, right? So owner, you have to mention single quotes. Why? Because it's a character, right? Single quotes. So can I use HR in this way? No, it's a data. I told like data are case sensitive. So if you are using HR's lower case, then it will not show you anything. So you have to use uppercase. Data are case sensitive, and these are all data, right? So inside we have the data, and these are all it's statement. Statement is case insensitive, no issues. Can execute. See here in HR schema, we do have how many tables? Totally 26 tables are there. So what is the table name? Yes, you can see this all the table names. And if you want to if you want to order it, okay, you can click on this manually. You can order it ascending order and see how many tables are there. Is there any table with the customer? No, I have dropped it. So we do not have any tables with the customer. So that's what we can see here. Okay. So how do I know? So how to identify case sensitive or not? See in Oracle, data are case sensitive. Remember this in Oracle database, data are case sensitive. In Teradata, okay, in Teradata or SQL Server, data are not case sensitive. So if you are using HR lowercase or HR uppercase, it will convert. But in Oracle, if you take data are case sensitive. See, all underscore tables is a table, right? In this table, HR is data, right? It's a data. So data you have to mention like uppercase only. So how the data are available? Yes, it is available as HR uppercase, right? So that's what you have to use uppercase here. Okay, so how many, say if I want to know how many columns are there in this particular table, employees table or jobs table. So the one thing is you can go for describe the table and then you can find how many columns are there, right? Another one is all tab columns. So another one more table here. We can use the same way. Select star from all underscore tab underscore columns. It's one more table. So we have one more table here. And this table, if you are executing, this is what it will show you. All the columns. But I want to know which table name. I want to go for employees table or regions table, some tables, right? In HR schema, and you have to use and. I want to restrict only for this particular table, right? So regions, if you are selecting, it will show you in the regions table, I have only two columns. The one thing is region ID and region name in HR schema. This is schema name. This is table name. This is column name. What is the data type? So when it has been created, length nullable, all this you can able to see here, right? Column ID 1, 2, and this is what you can go for. All the details you can able to find here. So column level details you can able to find here. So what is the average column length? So up to now we have this is what the length, 25 characters. This is what you can able to see here, right? So all the details you can able to see here. Same way I have given here dictionary tables. You can go through it. So one by one you can, okay, so we have seen this particular table. Yes, right? So all underscore tables. This table we have seen. This table we have seen. Column statistics. So it's used for, so column of users tables, views and clusters. So some tables we are no need to bother. This all underscore tables. These are all metadata tables or dictionary tables, we will call it as. In real-time project, how do I know how many tables are there in our particular schema? So this is what you have to execute. For all the database, so in Oracle, this is a data table, right? Metadata table. If you go to any other database, yes, you will have some metadata tables. By using that metadata tables only, you can able to identify. Okay, simply they will say like salary column is not updating. Salary column is not updating. How do I know? So which table the salary column is available? In HR schema, instead of table name, I have to go for column name. So we have the column name, right? So you have to use column name. You can go for salary. So salary, exactly what is the salary here? Okay, these many tables. See here, these many tables. The salary column is present. So you have to check, okay, which table we have to look at. We have to find out, okay, it might be the table, how the table is getting loaded. So all this we have to find. So these tables are metadata tables. Okay, so by using this queries, you can find in Oracle, this is what you will find. Okay. Yeah. So as of now, we do not have a table called customer. Okay. So now we will create a table. So for this particular customer table, we will create. So how many columns are there? 6 columns, right? So we will create customer ID, customer name, mobile number, date of birth. So all this will create. So I will create a table. So this is the create table statement. So just I can take. So if you are using in Oracle, if you are using double hyphen, this will be a commented out. Okay, this after this double hyphen, whatever you are going to write, it will get commented out. Metadata tables. I'm going to write this way. So Oracle will not execute, even if you are keeping the cursor here. So this will not be executed. If you are not using this double hyphen, then it will show you the error, right? So you have to use double hyphen whenever you want to add some comments. Okay, so these are all metadata tables. So why we are as metadata tables? So these tables, we are not going to use it. Are we maintaining this table? Whenever I'm going to create a table, Oracle will make an entry in this table. That is what it's a metadata table. We cannot load the data. We cannot update the data in this particular table. Who will do it? Say all underscore tables. If you see this in HR schema, how many tables are maintained as of now? 26, right? So I can make it like 26 tables as of now. When I'm going to create a customer table by using this way, so I can find 27 tables. I'm creating customer table, yes, in HR schema. Then who has made an entry in this all underscore table? Yes, Oracle will take care. See here, I'm going to create the table. Create table, table name, customer ID. So like yesterday, what we have seen, just I'm going to execute it. So table customer has been created. Yes, I have just created one table called customer. If you see this table, describe customer. Yes, you can able to see here customer table has been created now. But now if I'm going to execute, how many tables are there? Previously 26 tables, right? But now how many tables? 27 tables. So which one is added now? So we have added one table called customer, this table, right? So this is a table, it has been created. So you can find, so this table has been created newly, and this is what you can able to see here, customer table. So that's what metadata table. Okay, so we are not going to make an entry. So Oracle will make an entry here. So that is what if you are going to create one more time the with same table name, it will not allow. So already name is already used by an existing object. So where Oracle will check, whenever you are going to create a table, Oracle will check in this table whether the same name is available or not. Yes, the same name is available, and Oracle will throw an error saying that the name is used by an existing object. Clear? Okay. So this is the way you can add some comments. And the other way, for an example, this is particular line alone, it will be commented out, right? So if you are using like this, particular line alone will be commented out. But I want to go for a set of lines. So this lines. Same way you can use slash, star, and star, slash. So this way. So that means, see, you are going to execute some particular line. Sometimes the developers think that okay, these lines are not needed as of now. Then they will comment it out these some number of lines. Then if I want to go for more than one line, yes, you can put hyphen. Like if it is 3 to 4 lines, you can put hyphen here. But if you have more lines, just use this way, commented out. Okay. So you can go for double hyphen, or you can go for this way also. Okay. I got one question. Metadata tables, dictionary tables. Yes, dictionary tables are metadata tables. We are in HR schema. Why we are using owner equal to HR? Yes, all underscore tables. If you see this all underscore tables, will have an entry of all other schema. Okay, sys schema, system schema, right? All other schema tables. So except that core schema, it will have other users, the owner, the admin user schema tables, it will handle it. So to restrict only with HR schema tables, we are mentioning like where owner equal to HR. Okay. So temp table concept we will see later. So this is what I can comment particular line, and then we can use double hyphen. So temp table will be created only in the session only, in this particular session. That means we have connected here, we are running it, right? If you disconnect, the session will get over. Session, that is called a session. You are logging, you are going to log in, then log out. It's called one session, right? The same way here also. One session, up to that session only, the temp table will be maintained. We do have some different temp tables. So that temp table concept we will see later. Okay, we just created a table. So how can I insert it? Create table is DDL or DML? Create table is DDL or DML? It's a DDL. Okay. So why I'm asking this question, right? So you need to remember. So multiple times if I'm asking, okay, so you will get all this will get memorized. That's what. Okay. So I'm going to insert the data into this particular table. So how can I insert it? So I can use insert statement, right? So I can use insert statement here, insert into table name, customer. You'll see this customer table. You can describe customer ID, customer name, mobile number. So I have to use, okay, I think this is some different statement. Mobile number. I can go for day 2. Okay, so I will use this particular insert statement. to insert the records. Okay, so insert into table name, customer ID, customer name, mobile number, so date of birth, city, and email ID. So these column names should be correctly matching. And this is the customer ID, this is the customer name and mobile number. And whenever you are going to insert the date column, you have to use 2_date. See, 2_date is the correct way of mentioning the date column. Then we have the city and email ID. So just you can execute this particular statement. If you are executing the statement, if you are mentioning the column name, so you have to mention the corresponding values alone. Even if you have 100 columns, if you are mentioning only 6 column values, that's fine. Remaining column will take null values. Okay, you can keep cursor anywhere in the statement. You can execute, control enter, then one row got inserted. So whenever you are going to insert, you have to do the commit. Since insert is the DML operation. But do I need to insert? Do I need to apply a commit statement for every insert statement? No need. Okay. So whenever you are completing the commit, then do whenever you are completing insert statement, you do the commit. So just I'm going for one more insert statement. So I'm using that. So if you look at here, so what is the statement will do? Insert into table name values. I can go for the next customer ID, customer name, all this. So you can use this way, no issues. So what is the difference between the above statement and this statement? So if you are using this way, insert into table name values. So you need to mention the corresponding values, customer ID, customer name, mobile number, yes, then date of birth, then city, then you have to use email ID. Correctly, you have to mention. How many columns are there? 6 columns. So definitely you have to use 6 column values. So temp tables will not be created. So temp table concept I will take later. Okay. So one row got inserted here. So what we have one row. Then I'm going for one more statement. Insert into table name values. And you are seeing the next one. Customer ID I have. Customer name I have. Mobile number. So mobile number I forgot. Whether this statement will get inserted. It will get insert the record. No, right? See how many columns are there? 6 columns. But how many values I'm passing? 5 values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will get error like not enough values. See here, not enough value means more columns are there. We are passing only less values, not enough values. So to avoid this, so how can I solve this? This one, you can mention the column names here. See, two way you can avoid this kind of error. One is you can mention the corresponding column name. Yes, this is customer ID. This is customer name. This is date of birth. So this is city and email ID. So I'm not mentioning the mobile number here. If I'm not mentioning mobile number, then it will take null value. So you can go with one more time, one row got inserted. The other way is, so you can pass some null values. See here, what is the value for mobile number? So after this, you have to use mobile number, right? Customer name, here I have to use mobile, some null values you can pass. Okay, so null values is nothing but if you use this way, it will be taken as null value. So two single quotes is null value. So you are not passing any inside, you are not passing any value, right? So that will be taken as null value here. Yes. If you are executing this particular line, it will get executed. One row got inserted. But I will go and check now. So 2 times I have inserted this particular record, right? So what I can do? So I have inserted 2 times. Same customer details. See here. One way is making that column names and values, corresponding values. If you don't mention the mobile number column here, then it will take null value. So why? Because I'm not passing, right? That's way. The other way is if you are using insert into table name values, since I have 6 column names, you have to use the 6 values. Since I do not have mobile number as of now, you can pass null value here. You can pass this way, or you can put null, null. So that is also fine. But don't use null in single quotes. If you are using null in single quotes, so this is a character. Okay, this is a character. Don't use that. So you can pass, if you want to pass null value, you can use null, or you can without quotes, or you can go for 2 single quotes. So that is null value. Okay, I have wrongly loaded. So this is wrong data. Can I roll back? Can I roll back? Is it possible to roll back? Yes, we can roll back. So up to which point it will get rolled back? Up to last commit point. So whether did I commit here? Did I execute any commit? No, I haven't executed any commit. But where the commit has been executed, whenever you are executing any DDL statement, DDL, this is DDL, right? So here it will be committed. So only stable structure will be there. So you can roll back. Yes, you can roll back and you can select this, select start from the table. It will get rolled back. So now again, I'm going to load it. So control enter. So one row got inserted. Second row, I'm going to insert. The third one, I'm going to insert. So after inserting it, I'm going to commit it now. Control enter. So commit has been completed. So you are seeing the data. After committing it, if you are going to roll back, it will not be rolled back. Why? Because you have committed already. So that's why all the data are available. I hope you are clear. So what if I write null instead of double quotes, is it the same? Yes, it's the same. So you can use null, but without double quotes. So without single quotes. Okay. So remember, this is the way. Okay, I got one more question. If we do not have any value for a particular column, for example, mobile number, so do we need to give a null value? That's what. If you are not giving a value, it will be always taken as null. Okay, as of now, we got the value. For this particular customer, we got the value. So we have some numbers. So already datas are available, right? Already datas are available in the table. We are just updating the record. We are just updating the record. If the record is already available, so this is called one record, right? Or if you say RDBMS concept, it is called one tuple. So tuple or record, we will call it as only record or row. In this table, already record is available. If I want to update the mobile number of this particular customer, I can go with update statement. Update. See the statement you have to remember. So directly update table name. It is not update table name. So if you are writing this, say it is wrong. Okay. It is called update table name. Okay. Set column name. Column name equal to value. And you can go for where clause, where condition. If you don't use this where condition, right, what will happen? It will go and update for all the records. If you are not mentioning, okay, to whom I have to update, it will go and update all the records. So what is the update statement? Update customer, update customer, set. See, whatever you are seeing the blue color, right? So that's a keyword. Set column name. Column name is mobile number, mobile underscore number equal to some mobile number. I'm just writing it. Mobile number. So 10-digit mobile number, right? Yes. If I don't use where clause, what will happen? If I don't use where clause, so I'm just updating the table with mobile number equal to this one. So I'm not informing Oracle that So this is what I'm going to update, right? So if you execute Control Enter, all the 3 rows got updated. So if you go and check here, so all the 3 rows got updated. Okay, I have wrongly updated. Can I roll back? Can I roll back? Can I roll back? Yes, you can roll back. If I roll back, so up to which point it will be rolled back? Up to last commit here, right? So we have executed commit here. So this update statement alone will get rolled back. You can see here. So that alone has been rolled back. The previous numbers are available. So this is what you can execute now. You can use var class here. So I can use var class. So use var class here. Var. So I need to identify this particular customer uniquely, right? So how can I identify this customer uniquely? I can go for customer ID. So where customer ID equal to this way. So Oracle will go and update this particular record alone. It will get updated. One row got updated here. Then you can commit it. So it is only to commit each and every update. Just I'm updating here. I'm just committed here. So this mobile number got updated. Okay. I got some questions. The SQL statement are different order, right? So we are just to control enter any specific line to execute how the developers write in real time. The developers will write the in development environment, we will write this way only. Mostly we will write, if you are writing this, all the select statement only we will write mostly. If you are writing any update statement or all the statement, just we will take all this. We will take all the statement, which line of statement should be executed. We will prepare one DDL document. Okay, just we will prepare this way. Okay, DDL document. Then this document, we will deploy it. We will execute it in the production. It will get executed. But before going for production, we have to execute in test environment and UAT environment. Other lower environments, you have to execute it. If it is executing fine, then we'll go for the production. That's what we will execute. So how can I update multiple columns? Is that possible? Okay. So how can I update multiple columns, right? So if you are using, I want to update multiple columns, mobile number equal to this number. Okay, 46 I'm updating. So instead of 45, I'm going to update with 46. This Delhi, I'm going to update with Pune. Then you can go for comma here. So comma, then you can use city equal to Pune and where is customer ID. Yes, you can use this way. One row got updated. You can commit it. You can see here. So this is what you can see. The 2 columns has been updated. So this way you can use comma. Okay, if I want to update more than 1 column, you have to use comma, comma, and any number of columns you can use it. No issues. Okay, so after updating, you can commit it. So you can execute the commit. Is table called tuple or record is called a tuple? See, sometimes in the DBMS concept, we will say like this particular row, this record, this is nothing but one row or one record or tuple. Okay. So tuple or record or row. So everything is same. So the other one is column. If you are going for column, yes, this is a column or attribute. Both are same. So this is mobile number column or mobile number attribute, or this is one record or one row or one tuple. So anything is fine. But normally the tuple keyword, we will not use it. So we'll go for record or row. Okay. Yes, this is what you can update more number of columns. Okay, I got one more question. In what condition we say column or attribute? See, some developer will say like it's a column. Some developer will say it's attribute. Both are same only. So how to update records in more rows? In location, we have null values in 2 rows. How to update all null values as Chennai? So that's what. See, if I have something like, if I have null values here, I want to update null values for both records. These records are, I want to update some more than, if I have null values for these two, how can I update it? That's what the question, right? If I have null values on these two records, and how to update it? So first of all, I will update null value here. So how to update null values? You can go for, see which column I want to update city. City equal to null. I'm just updating where customer cust ID in. So more than one value, right? So I can go for more than one value this way. Customer ID in, you have to use in keyword to update, right? So it will get updated. 2 records will get updated with null values. Yes, if you go and check here, 2 records got updated. Okay. But these 2 records, I want to go and update with some city for these null values. So, but you can update with only one values. So I can use this way. If you want to update, this one is some different city. This one is some different city. You have to use the customer ID alone. But null values, how can I update? So set city equal to Pune. Okay, for an example, city equal to Pune, where city equal to null. Can I use this way? Yes, you can use this way. So null. Okay, so if you are using, I'm not getting any values, right? Okay, so I will commit it here. I will commit it. 0 rows. I do not have city null values. Okay, some other junk value has been updated, I think, right? So you are having some other values. Select star from customer, where city null value. Okay, so you have some null values only, right? Then why it is not getting listed? Okay, this select statement should select this values actually. No, if you see here, update customer set city equal to null values, where customer ID equal to this one. I just committed. If you see this, I'm just seeing the null values here, right? So both you have null values. But if I'm going to select this value, you are not able to see here. Okay, I will check this one. I will let you know. Okay, so what is the mistake here? So why? Because if you are saying that, okay, sorry, you should not use equal to null. You have to use is null. Okay. See, whenever you are going to use null, you have to use is null. Okay. Sorry, actually, you have to use update statement where city is null. I forget. Okay. City is null. This way you have to use, not equal to null. So don't, if it is null value, don't use equal to null. So in Oracle, it should be a is null, is not null. Okay, clear? So you have to use this way. If you see this, yeah, that is why it is did not update first time. If you see the select statement now, so you are seeing that Pune, right? Updated. If you are keeping the cursor here, then if you are entering, it will execute entire line. Okay, but you want to execute this particular alone, this particular up to here only, you can select this, you can run this. Then you are seeing. Okay, the thing is, whenever you are equating null values in the var class or in any update statement, use is null, is not null. Okay, clear? You got it right? Why it is not updating? You can use double quotes, two single quotes, or you can go for NULL. Both are equal. It will get updated. But if you want to use var class or if you want to use any update statement or anything, you have to use is null, is not null. Clear? You got it right? So how to use it? So now if you are going to check, it will have the values. See, after update it, you can commit it. So how do I update a null values? This is what you have to do. Is null, is not null. Clear? Not equal to null. So equal to null will not be equated. I hope you are clear now. Var class or any update statement, anything. Yes. If you use select statement also, you will use any var class, right? So always you have to use is null, is not null. You should not use equal to null. In if you are going for any Informatica or any other statement also, right? Same way you have to use it. I hope you are clear. Update statement. Update statement, is it clear? Okay. So now we will go with, so here I have a table. In this particular table, I have to add a column here. So what is the column I have to add? So I'm just adding a column. So as I told, you can add a column at the end only. You cannot add in between any columns. Can I add here any column in between? No, I cannot add it. If I want to do it, then what you have to do? You have to rebuild this particular table. Rebuild means, so you have to take the backup of this table. You have to uh, drop this existing table or rename the table. You have to create one more table with this column inside. So here in between, and you have to insert the data from the backup table. So that we have to do. Yeah, you have to do a, definitely you have to do a practice. So whatever I did here, so same you have to do multiple times, then you will get to know all this. So I want to add a column called country. So I want to add one more column called country here. So extra. So that means you are adding a column. That is, you are altering a structure, right? You're not adding a data, you are altering a structure. For an example, you have some records here. Already some records are available. You assume that all the records are different records. Some records are already available. If you are going to add a new column, so what about these column values? These column values will be taken as null only. So why? Because in the existing table, you are adding a column, right? So what is the column value will be taken? it will be taken as null value. But if I want to update it, yes, you can go for update. So backup table, I will let you know. Okay. So give me some time. So we have the concept for backupping a table that I will let you know. So how can I add a column called country, right? So you can add a column here. So if I use this way, add a column, yes, you can go for that is comments. You can do comments here. Alter table, table name. Table name is customer. Add column name. Column name is country. Then data type. You can use varchar 2 of 100. So this way, semicolon, control enter. See here, you did some update statement here. You did some update statement. You forgot to commit here. You forget to do commit here. But here you have executed alter statement. Do I need to commit here? No. Up to here it will be committed. Okay, whenever you are executing any DDL statement, so it will be committed up to here. Okay, no need to commit explicitly. So it is already committed up to here. If you are selecting this particular table, select star from customer, can execute, and you can see the existing values will have the null values. I want to update country as India for all the records. So how can I update? Update table name, set column name equal to India, right? Do I need to use where class? No need to have. I want to update country as India for all the records. And just no need to use where class, just execute control enter. 3 rows updated. You can see here, that is what you can have updated. See here I'm not doing any commit statement. I'm not applying any commit statement. Instead, I want to delete a particular column. This column I do not want. City column I do not want. I want to drop a particular column. So how can I drop a column? I do not want this particular column. I want to drop a column called city. Okay, drop a column. So how can I drop a column? Drop means you are deleting this column alone. This column alone. How in the Excel sheet you are deleting this particular column? You can right click. You can delete entire column, right? This column alone will get deleted. The same way you can do it in Oracle. So that means you are mentioning that alter table name. So this way you practice alter table name, drop column. You have to use the keyword called column and column name. That's it. Okay, I will give you the syntax. So in the statement day 2 itself, we have the syntax here. So just you can follow the syntax. Okay, alter table. If you want, you can write it here. Alter table name, drop column name. That's it. So if I'm going to alter it, so table altered, it means you will not see this city column. So whatever the data, data, and then column, everything will get dropped. See, remember here I have executed alter statement, right? After that, I did update one alter statement. I do not want to do this update statement. I want to roll back. Is it possible to roll back now? If I'm going to roll back, since I haven't executed commit statement for this update statement, will it get rolled back? Any answer? Will it get rolled back? This update statement? No, right? Why? Why? Because we have executed alter statement. Clear? See here, I'm going to roll back. It will show like a rollback completed, but you will have that India, right? So that means after update, I didn't do commit. Since I have executed alter statement, up to here it will get committed. Even though if you're applying rollback, it will not be rolled back. So remember, this alter statement is a DDL statement. Clear now? So if you are clear this concept, okay, if you clear this particular diagram, then Very, very easy. Okay, to maintain this, all the statement is very, very easy. Okay, so we have just we have altered the table. So what I'm going to do, if I'm going to describe the table, so describe table name customer. Okay, so I'm trying to insert one more record. You assume that I'm trying to insert one more record. I will take this particular insert into table name. I'll use insert into table name, customer ID. Yes, we have the customer ID, customer name, mobile number, date of birth, email ID, and country. Customer ID. I'm going to have this value. I will describe the table DAC customer. So you can see here, customer ID, you have 6 digit. But how many digit I'm going to have? So 2, 4, 6, and 7. Will it be accommodated? No, right? You will get. So precision allowed is not allowed for this particular column, right? Yes, customer name correct. Mobile number. So mobile number also I'm going to use +91. Is it possible here? +91. So +91 means it is a character. But here I have used number. Is it possible to use +91? No, it is not possible. Then how it will be taken? If I'm going to execute this particular statement, it will throw error. What is error you are getting? Value larger than specified precision allowed for this column. So if you are getting this particular error for any insert statement, what you have to do? You have to describe the table. You have to describe the table. You have to check. Okay, so each and every column, what is the length? We have to check it. See, two things here. One is you have to increase the column length for this customer ID, correct? In order to accommodate this value, so 8-digit value. So we have defined totally 6-digit, but we are giving 8-digit value. To accommodate this value, we have to increase the column length. So one thing is customer ID, right? Customer ID from number of 6 to number of 8, we have to increase. Yes, R6, R7, something we have to increase it. And this mobile number column. So what we have to do here? Mobile number from number of 10 to varchar 2. Varchar 2 of some 20 characters. That means here we are increasing the column length. So here increase the column length, right? Column length, we are just increasing it. And here changing the data type. Change the data type, correct? Okay, is it possible? Is it possible to change the data type to increase the column length? Remember, if the table contains data, if the table contains the data, we can increase the column length. So this is possible. Okay, we can increase the column length, but we cannot decrease the column length. So why? Because already we have the data, right? We have already data, we cannot decrease it, but we can increase the column length. If the table contains data, we cannot change the data type. Why? Because already it contains data with one data type, we cannot change it. But how can I increase the column length? So that's a modify statement. You have to use modify statement. Alter table, table name, okay, customer, modify column, customer ID from number of 6 to number of 8. So this is the way you have to execute. Execute the statement. Okay, so you modify. Yeah, modify column name and data type. That's it. So table has been altered now, right? The statement little bit vary from database to database. That's why. So you have to remember this. That's it. So we have modified it. I can see here. I can go and check here. Describe the table name from number of 6 to number of 8. has been modified. Okay. So now it will be accommodated, right? So I'm going to execute. Then we are getting different error. Previously, we got this error like this error. What is error? Value larger than specified precision allowed with this allowed for this column. That means for this column, we got the error. So now we are getting the error for this particular column. So this column is number data type, right? This column mobile number is number data type, but we are giving varchar 2. These are all varchar 2, right? Single quotes plus 91 hyphen and all, it's a varchar character. So we are just inserting a character. So it is expecting a number. That's why showing like it is invalid number. I'm expecting a number, but you are not giving a number. You are giving some varchar. So that's why it is getting error like invalid number. So this kind of error you might be getting in Informatica also, invalid number. Invalid number means it is expecting a number. We are giving a character. That's the issue. So how can I do it? So is it possible to change the data type if the data is available? The data is available. I cannot change the data type here. See here, modify mobile number varchar 2 of 30 or 20. I'm going to modify varchar 2 of 20. I have to modify. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. So what is error you are getting? So here I'm getting error ORA error saying like column to be modified must be empty to change the data type. Okay. So if you want to change the data type, if I want to change this particular data type or this particular data type, this column value, all the values should be empty like this. See, in the production environment, if you are deleting this column as null, yes, it's fine. But how will you get all the mobile number of our customer, right? After deleting it, you cannot bring it here, right? So you cannot make it here. So it is very difficult. So we need to have a data, and also we need to change the data type. How can I do it? And also I told one more point. If the table contains data, we can increase the column length. We cannot decrease it, right? See, again, I want to decrease it with 7. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. See here, what is the error you are getting? See, already the table contains data. So I have increased the column length from 6 to 8. That is allowed. But now from 8 to 7, I'm just decreasing the column length. So column to be modified must be empty to decrease the precision of scale. Clear? So this is allowed. So this is allowed. Okay, remember this. So this is not allowed. Below one is not allowed. And decreasing the column length also not allowed. So you have to remember all this. Very easy only. Okay, then how can I do it? See, in different way we can do. So the one way is, so we have the data here. Yes. So you have the table, but you have to, without losing the data, you have to change the data type of this particular column. So the different way we can do. The one way is, so this is one way of approach. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a backup of this particular table. So one backup table I'm just creating, customer backup. This table I'm going to create first. Creating the backup table. Yes, create one backup table. First one, you just create one backup table. I will tell you how to create a backup table. It means the entire table will be created here with data. After that, you can delete all the records from here. Yes, delete all the record. So why? Because you have taken the backup, right? After validation, you just delete it from here in the main table. Then you can modify it. You can modify. Now it will be modified. Yes, it will be modified. Why? Because you do not have a data here, right? You can modify it. So instead of going for one single column, you can do it this way. Then after modifying it, restore all the data from backup. Copy the data from here. You restore the data here. You can do it. And after restoring the data, validate it. The data count and everything is correct or not. Validate between the backup table and this main table. Then you drop this table. No need to have this table, right? So just to drop it, this table, just to drop the table, not truncate. Just to drop the table. So it will get changed. Clear? So this is one way. So one way of doing it. So one scenario, you can go for this way. The other way, you can go for the other way. The another way, you can go for, okay, so here itself I will make another way. So how can I do it another way, right? So you can rename this table first. You can rename the table with the backup table. So you're not going to disturb this table. Just to rename the table with the backup table. Rename a table. Rename the table as backup table. Just to rename. After that, second one. After renaming it, you create a table. Create a table, main table with correct data type. Then third one, restore the data. Data and validate. Then drop backup table. So this way also you can do it. Clear? So anyways you can do, but here one step is so reduced right here. So what is the advantage of here? So here you are not deleting the data here. You are not deleting the data, just you are renaming table name. That's it. I got one question here. Here we are changing a number type to varchar. Means we are changing the data type, kind of upgrading. So it is kind of altering the structure. We are not updating the data. This is data, right? We are not updating the data. We are updating the DDL, right? So can we modify the table from varchar to number? Yeah, that's what. If you want to modify from one data type to another data type, so this is the way we have to do it. So from any data type to any data type, you have to do this way only. Okay. So shall we go with this way? So because one step is here reduced, right? Or you can do this way also, no issues. Whatever the way you want to do, you can do it. So first we will rename the table. So we will rename the table. As of now, this table we are getting the error, right? But after that we will do. So first we will do the renaming the table. So how can I rename the table? First we will do the rename the table. Okay. Rename a table, customer table. So first we will rename. It's very simple. Rename customer. This is a table name to customer underscore backup. So this is the renaming the table. So I just renamed the table. Okay. Renamed. So now I will create a table with same structure of this customer backup. So how can I do it? So you can go for create table statement, right? Yes, you can use create table statement. So you will have the create table already. You can use this way. So you'll use the create table name. Customer ID is say 8 digit. Customer name, mobile number. You have to use varchar2 of 20 here. Then the city column is not available. So instead we have the country column, right? Yes, we have the country varchar2 of 30. That's it. So just I'm creating the table. I have created the table. Okay. I have created the table. And after creating the table, if you see this, there is no data in this table. Customer table, there is no data. Customer backup. Here the data, right? We have already created the backup. So what we will do, from the backup table, we will load all the data into customer table. How can I do it? That is insert statement. Insert into customer, open bracket, select star from customer backup. So what is the statement? This is subquery only. What is that? So you insert the data into the customer table, that is main table, selecting the data from customer backup. For an example, you have the customer backup like this way, right? But you want to put +91 for the existing record, +91, and then you have to put this way. Then instead of star, you have to use the column name, customer ID, customer name, comma, mobile number. So you have to use mobile number. So how can I use mobile number? So single quotes +91 hyphen, right? For everything we have to put this way. Concatenation, mobile underscore number, mobile underscore NO, and DOB, email underscore ID, comma, country. So why I'm using this way? So why? Because I want to have, see here, the +91. So I'm going to select the statement alone to show you that. See, you are getting this +91 hyphen, right? So that's the way I have to load it into this table, into this customer table. So that's why I'm just selecting the column names by adding +91. So I'm going to execute this particular line. So 3 rows got inserted into the main table. Clear? Select star from customer table. Yes, you can see this customer table now we have loaded. And after that, you just commit it. Do I need to commit? Yes. So why I need to commit? I just did the insert statement, commit it. So validate the data. So validation, I will tell you later, but we have just validated all the data has been loaded. Do I need to have the backup table? Do I need to have the backup table? No need to have the backup table. You just already loaded the data here. Okay, clear? So backup table, you can drop it. Drop table name. Before dropping, I will show you the backup table. You see this backup table, we have 3 data, right? So we have the three datas here. I hope you are clear. So how to modify the column data type. Previously, we got the error here, right? So the statement we got the error. This statement, right? This statement we got the error previously, but now it will get inserted. See here, one more time, one row got inserted. So +91, this got inserted. You can see here, customer table, right? Yes, you can see this data has inserted. So we cannot alter statement in single one. You have to go for one by one. And so select star from customer backup. Do I need to have the customer backup table? No, I do not want customer backup table. Just I'm selecting it. So I will tell you the delete statement. So delete is nothing but, for an example, I want to delete this particular record alone. You have millions of data. You want to delete one particular record. Yes, you can go for delete from table name. Delete from table name, where class you have to use, where customer ID equal to this ID you have to use. So it will get deleted one record, one row deleted. Okay. Okay. So here just I have deleted one record here. Yes. So validation, I will tell you later. Why? Because I need to show you that minus queries. So minus query, if I'm going to take now, you'll get confused. Okay, don't worry on that. Minus queries I will take later. See, delete from table name where customer ID equal to this one, right? One row got deleted. Yes. So we have deleted one row. Correct? I have deleted one row. So, but I'm thinking that, okay, I have wrongly deleted. Can I roll back? Yes, you can do roll back here. Roll back you can apply. So why rollback can be applied? So why? Because delete statement is DML statement. For DML statement, you can do the rollback, right? So if I do rollback, it will be rolled back up to last commit point. You will have all the data now. But you can use delete from table name. Delete from table name alone without using where clause. What will happen? It will delete all the record. So irrespective of number of record, it will get deleted. If you see this, all the record from the table will get deleted. But only thing is you can roll back it. Okay, you can roll back it. Why? Because delete is DML statement. You can roll back, it will be rolled back up to last commit point. Yes. So in delete statement, you can use where clause and you can use rollback. Clear? Delete statement you can use rollback and you can use where clause. You have millions of record. If I want to delete a particular record or particular, okay, so you have some lot of countries data. You want to delete only this particular country data, then you can go for delete from table name where this particular statement you can use it. But if you are using truncate table name. So truncate means you are deleting all the record from the table. Okay. So truncate table name, you are truncating all the record from the table. Truncate is DDL statement or DML statement. Truncate is DDL statement. If it is DDL statement, whether I can see here while deleting the table, I have shown you, right? While deleting the table, remember. So delete from table name. 3 rows got deleted. I have shown the structure, right? Structure is maintained. Only data will get deleted. So remember. So please make a note of it. If I am deleting it, record alone will get deleted. Structure will be maintained. Clear? I have shown you, right? So delete statement, truncate statement, both will delete only the record. Got it? But there is a difference. What is the difference? Truncate is DDL statement. If you truncate, then you cannot roll back it. See, I have applied delete statement, right? Just I'm applying rollback. Yes, it will be rolled back up to last commit point. You can see this data are rolled back. Again, it has been restored. How Oracle will do? Whenever you are deleting a record, so Oracle will take a backup of this data, will take one temporary backup table, it will store, and then it will get deleted from the data from here. Yes, it will get deleted from here. So if you are committing it, the temp table will get it will be removed. But if you are rolling back from the temp table, the data will get loaded here. Okay, clear? Yes. So the other one is deleting the record. If you are deleting the record, it will get only record alone. Structure will be maintained. Why? Because see, remember, I have deleted only one record from here. Other record should be maintained, right? So it will not delete. You have to practice it. So that's what you can remember this, all this. So first you have to practice it. Truncate means, so first before going for truncate, delete is clear. What is delete? So delete is DML statement. You can do rollback. Partial deletion is applied by using where clause. Is it clear? Delete statement is clear. Okay, I got one question. So in the above scenario of altering the data type, why we are not using delete? Where should I use delete statement for altering the data type? Altering the data type. So have you noted down these points? These points. Have you noted down these points? Where I'm deleting the table? Where I'm deleting the records? I have renamed the table, created a main table with the column change data type, restore the data, and you have to drop the backup table. Right? Backup table, why we are dropping it? No need of backup table. We are not doing any daily statement here. But since it is a backup table, I'm just using delete statement to show you that, okay, how the delete statement will use. So truncate can be rolled back. See, this question you should not ask it. See, DDL statement, right? Whether DDL statement can be rolled back. You tell me now. DDL statement can be rolled back? No. Why? Why? Because it is a auto commit, right? Whenever you execute this truncate, it will be committed. Clear? If you are applying the truncate table name, that's why in real-time project, any delete statement or truncate statement or drop statement you are applying it. So most of the project, they will ask you to take backup of the table. If you are truncating this table, they will ask you to create one backup table for this. This is also backup table. If it is a main table, if you are truncating it, they will ask you to take backup table. So they will keep backup table for some retention period. You will have some 3 months or 4 months or something. Then after that, they will purge the table. Okay, they will delete the backup table, all the tables. Say I'm going for truncate table name. So truncate means you are erasing all the record from the table like this. The structure will be maintained. You cannot do partial deletion. All the record will get deleted. The other way, you cannot roll back it. Clear? See here, I'm going to truncate the backup table. So table has been truncated. Okay, I'm thinking I have wrongly truncated. So before that, I'll show you the data. See, structure is maintained, but data has been truncated. Truncate means all the record, it will, irrespective of number of record, it will truncate all the records. Okay, remember, it is a DDL statement. So even though you are executing rollback, it will not be rolled back. Why? Why? Because it's a DDL statement, auto commit. Up to that, it will commit. Can I use where class here? No, we cannot use where class. So that is the difference. Clear? No rollback, no where class. So if you have applied truncate, that's it. So both truncate and delete will deals with data of the table. So what about the drop? Drop table name. Do I need to have the backup table? No, right? I can drop it. So after that, after dropping the table, if I'm going to use select star from the table, will the table name will be available? No. Table or view does not exist. Even if the table contains data or it doesn't have any data, it will drop entire table. Clear? So drop means you are erasing completely, shift to delete, right? See, even truncate also shift to delete, drop also shift to delete. But truncate will deals with the data, drop will deals with data and structure. Are you clear now? So everyone is clear what is the difference between truncate, drop and delete? So delete is DML statement in Oracle. Whenever you are deleting it, you can delete the data, but Oracle will take a backup of the data and then it will delete from the main table. If you are since it is a DML, you can roll back it. You can do rollback, you can use where clause. But truncate, you cannot use rollback, you cannot use where clause. That's the main difference. Even if you have billions of data, it will truncate all the data. Clear? Okay, I got one question. Truncate is acting on data, but keeping the table structure. Yes. Truncate and delete both will delete the data alone. It will keep the structure. Only drop will drop the structure and data. Clear? Drop means you are completely dropping it. That's why. So both the statement is cannot be rolled back. Clear? Why? Because it is auto committed. But if you do delete statement, you can roll back. Okay, you have wrongly deleted. Yes, you can roll back. So that's why in real-time project, if you are truncating or dropping any tables, you cannot roll back. So be careful before truncating or deleting the record. See here, in Excel sheet, you can do control Z, roll back, but it is not possible if you are applying truncate. I hope you are clear what is the difference between truncate, drop, delete, and create table, alter table, all this renaming a table, but renaming a column we will see now. So other statement you are clear, commit rollback, and all this you are clear now. We will go with renaming a column. So how can I rename a column? So all the statement I have given here, I will give you this notes. So if you want to add some comments, okay, see here, I want to delete the record from backup table, some partial record. That's it. From table. Yes. After committing it, you cannot roll back. See, even you have deleted, after deleted, you have committed. And can I roll back? No, you cannot do it. Okay. See here. How can I change that column name? That is called renaming a column. So how can I rename a column? DSC customer table. Just I want to rename the date of birth column to date of birth. How can I rename? Alter table name, rename column DOB to date of birth. Just you can rename it. It will get renamed. You can see this next time. If you are saying it, all this, I have to go for renaming a table. Clear? Up to now, you are clear. So I have given all the statement here. You can go through it. Okay. So now you are clear. Create, alter, rename, truncate, drop, insert, update, delete. Merge statement I will take later. Select, commit, rollback. Save point I will take now. Grant and revoke we are not going to see. Whenever you are creating a, yesterday we have seen that grant, DBA, connect, DBA, all this, right? So that's a granting and revoking a permission. In real-time project, we will not see it. Save point. What is a save point? Okay. See, this is one question I used to ask. If you see this, okay. So here, okay. So consider this question I have asked many times. Those who are already, I used to ask these questions, and I'm just creating a table. So create a table here. I'm just creating a table here. I'm inserting one record, updating one record, inserting one record. That means whatever inserted record, that I'm just updating, inserting. Then I want to add a column, altering, add a column here, right? Adding a column, then updating, inserting, altering here. So here I'm just adding a column. then updating, inserting. I did mistake here. I'm just rolling back. So how many records will be there in the table? Can you answer it? Just answer in the chat. Yeah, how many records will be there? I'm getting different answer. I'm getting different answers like three, five, five records. Sure. Are you sure 5 records? So I'm getting some 6 records, 2 records, 3 records. Okay, different answer. Okay. See here, I'm just creating a table. I'm inserting 1 record here, right? 1 row. Then 2 rows will be available here. Up to here, 2 rows will be available. I'm just altering here. So alter is nothing but committed. Yes. Then again, I'm inserting 1 more record here. So 3 records I have inserted. I did alter here. So it will be committed up to here, right? Then you are doing some update, insert all this. You are doing rollback. So that means it will be rolled back up to last commit point, up to this alter, 278 line number. Then if you do select star from the table, you will have 3 records. Okay, not 5 records. Clear? So this type of questions, why I'm asking. So if you want to understand clearly, yeah, that's what you have to understand. The 3 records will be there in the table. Clear? Not 5 records. See, even though you are inserting, you are doing rollback, right? Rolling back up to last commit point, it will be rolled back. These 3 statements, update, insert, these 3 only will be rolled back. So here up to here, it will be committed. You are inserting 1 record, 1 record, 1 record here. 3 records will be there on the table, not 5. Okay, clear? Yeah, still we are doing mistake, right? So correct it. Okay. Okay, so you have some tables. This is one more question. Okay, you have some tables. You have some tables. In the table, you have 1 million record. In the table, you have 1 million record. Okay, 2 different scenario. So first scenario, you are using delete from table name. Delete from table name. Okay, it is taking some time. The other scenario, the other person using truncate table name. Okay, delete from table name, then he is doing commits. Has millions of record. Which one will be faster and why? Yeah, I got most of the correct answer. Why? Why truncate will be faster? So even though, so here I'm not using where clause. Delete from table name will delete all the record, right? So truncate. So if you are using truncate table name, it doesn't bother about whether I want to go for rollback or I want to go for commit. So the user will not do, cannot do any commit or rollback here. So it will be auto commit. So it will not check for any backup tables, all this. But the delete table, Oracle needs to take, okay, instead of commit, if I'm going to do rollback, so what Oracle needs to do? Oracle needs to roll back to the previous one, right? It should restore the data. So it will make the connection. Okay, so internally it will make in different way. If I want to make it, it needs to create a one backup table, loads the data, and then it will remove the data from the main table. So that's what it will take more time, but truncate will be very faster. It's a complete table level. Okay, clear this type of question they will ask. Okay, shall we complete this alone? Then we'll go for break. This what is the save point? Yes. For an example, I'm just creating one table here. So what is save point? Save point is nothing but like a bookmark. Okay. So bookmark in the table. See here, I'm just using some more number of insert statement. I'm using more number of insert statement. You assume that. So what is that more number of insert statement? You have, okay, I got one question. When do delete on table? So that data into stored Oracle until commit. Yes, into the some backup table. That's why truncate will be faster. See here, create table. Some table I'm just creating it. Customer test. Number one is one column. Number two is another column. Just two columns. I'm just creating one table. Inserting the data. So one record, second record, third record, fourth record. So I'm just executing all the statement one by one. It will get inserted. See, I forgot to. I just last one. I did mistake. Some record I did mistake here. I want to roll back. So if I'm rolling back, so you assume that. So here I have used only 4 statement. In real time project, I have executed some thousands of lines. Okay, thousands of lines I did already, but last record only I did mistake. Okay, or you are doing some procedural insert. You're doing it. Inserting. You are doing some mistake here. You have to roll back only the statement. Is it possible? If I'm executing rollback, so up to where it will be rolled back? Any idea? See, customer test, how many records are available now? 4 records are available, right? Since I have executed all the 4. But if I'm going to do rollback, what will happen? Whether it will roll back only the statement or it will roll back all the statement. Yes, it will roll back all the statement. But I want to roll back this statement alone. Is it possible? I have applied rollback. If you see this, none of the record is available. Is it possible to roll back up to some point or commit up to some point? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. See what you can do. So here each and every statement we are making roll. We are making some bookmark. Okay, we are creating a save point. Save point is nothing but, so you can go up to here also. So 2 statement also you can do one save point, no issues. So save point A, save point B, and save point C. See here. So what is that? See these two statement I'm creating save point A bookmark. I'm making that bookmark. Then one more statement, roll back B. Sorry, save point B. Just I'm making that bookmark here up to here. Okay, you can bookmark here. You can put some bookmark here, right? So you can put here like this. And I'm just executing this. See here, I just did only one statement bookmark. Instead, you can go for n number of statement and bookmark based on some conditions. If I do roll back, all the record will get rolled back. But if I'm going to roll back to B, this statement alone will get rolled back. Roll back up to B. Okay. See how many records are there now in the state table? 4 records are available. Why? Because I have inserted the data with the save point. I'm just applying roll back to B. This statement alone I'm going to execute. Roll back to B means this statement alone will be rolled back. These 3 record will be available. You can see here, roll back to B here, roll back complete. And if you're checking this, yes, it is available 3 records. You can do the same way, roll back to A. Then this record alone will be rolled back. So wherever you want to go for, okay, roll back to A or roll back. Anything is fine. Roll back to A. You can see this, roll back. You can do the same way, commit to A. So commit to B. So that you can make it. So you can use this way, commit to A here, then it will commit up to A. Okay, so you can use commit. Yeah, we have commit alone, just you have to execute commit. So it will be committed. So we do not have any commit, or rollback only we have. Okay. So this is what you can go for save point. See here I did for only one statement. In real time project, you can go for some conditions. Okay, if the condition not met, you have to roll back up to this particular point. That you can go for rollback. Okay, so this is rollback is nothing but is a TCL command, transaction control. You are controlling the transaction, right? Insert statement, update statement, all this you are transacting. Controlling. So that's what it's a TCL statement. But this is DML statement. Okay. Yeah, with this save point and rollback we will see in PLSQL also. But PLSQL it will perform in different way. That I will show you. Okay. So up to now we have completed these statements. Only merge statement is pending. So that I will take later.
Yeah, hello sir. Yeah, to connect the core schema and HR schema, so will you provide the username and password host port those details?
Okay. So what is the version you are using? What is the version of Oracle you are using?
11G only.
Okay, 11G, right? So
Yeah.
11G after doing it, go to admin schema. Okay, follow this this recording. Okay, go to admin schema. Okay, first after installing it, go to admin schema. You create the connection here. Just go to admin schema, then use alter username identified by password. Okay, HR account unlock. So why I'm using account unlock, right? So initially the HR schema will be locked state. Then you have to unlock it first. After unlocking it, you have to use plus symbol, use HR, username is HR, password also HR, and host name is this is the host name 1521 XC. This is for 11G. Okay, test it, it will be tested. Just stay connected. Clear?
Yeah,
You have to
clear.
create a one more user, create user core identified by core and execute that grant connect comma resource to core. Execute these two same way. Have to go to one more core here, core and core. That's it.
Yeah, sir, I have not installed this SQL developer in my personal machine. So now real time I'm already working, right? I'm using that SQL developer database.
Say
So
real time
there,
project, you cannot create any user.
so
Okay, you will not
these,
have access.
so these like username password, so it won't work, right?
Yes, it won't. You cannot do it. Admin schema, how will you do? You cannot. You will
Okay.
not have access to this admin schema. I'm saying in your personal machine. In real
Okay.
time project, you will not have access to this admin schema. You cannot create any user also. Okay.
Okay. No, directly if I put like username, password, and those details and
No,
connect
no,
means so it
no, no.
won't configure.
It won't configure. Yes. You will not have
Oh,
HR schema and all.
okay. So definitely I need to install this in a personal machine.
Yeah. But if
Okay.
you do not have anything personal, you can go to SQL. I think SQL Online, something website is there.
Okay.
Oracle SQL Online. Okay. So you can type Oracle SQL Online. Okay. Something like this. Oracle SQL, Live SQL, livesql.oracle.com. You can go inside. So you have to log in first of all. Okay. So you have to use sign in. Then you will get the same HR schema and all this. If you want to use it, yes, you can use it. So you have to sign in here
Okay.
with the Oracle. So you have to sign up, create an account. So create it. So I have already account. So if you see this, I will log in 1 minute. So I
So
have,
directly you can practice here. Okay.
yes, 1 minute. I'll show you. I have already logged in. Yes, if you are logged in, so you'll be seeing that logged in, right? So after that, you will use the start coding now. So meanwhile, you can use it this one. So you can use select start from HR dot. So here you have to use schema name dot table name. You can use the same table you can see here, right?
Yes.
Got it? So this way you can use make a practice it. And same control enter, all this you can use it. See, select start from the table name. You're seeing the version is, so which version? 19C. Running Oracle database 19C, enterprise edition something. Okay.
Okay. Normally in SQL developer, where do we see the version, sir?
Okay, SQL developer, if you want to see the versions, I think it will be there in the, so you can go to SQL plus. Okay. So go to SQL plus and then check it what is the version you're having it. So you'll have the 11G version. System, then admin. You can see database Oracle 11G has been connected. The next topic is constraints in Oracle. So what is constraints? So far we have inserted the record into the table, right? So if you see this table, select start from customer. If I'm going to check this table, in this table, if I'm going to insert the same record one more time, okay. So wrongly or mistakenly, I'm going to insert it. So whether it will get inserted, insert into customer, directly can go for values. You can use this value, right? So wrongly, one more time, I'm just executing this particular statement. It will get inserted, but it should not get inserted in the real time, right? So you should not load this data in real time project. Then how can I restrict it? How can I restrict this particular insert operations? Okay. So to underscore date of some data, I'm making that. So 12/12/1998 single quotes PMM/DD/YYYY single quotes, then comma, single quotes. Then you can use comma here, then single quotes, then semicolon. So this particular statement I'm going to execute. So what is the error here? Values, single quotes, and then comma, single quotes. Okay, you have to use one single quotes here. That's the issue. So if I'm going to insert one more time this particular record, so one row got inserted. It's wrong actually. So we should not allow this particular record one more time, right? So how can I see this is redundant data? This is duplicate data. So we should not give the same customer ID for one more customer. So that we should not allow. So that we have to validate it. See, before inserting the record into the table. So before inserting record into the table, we have to validate the data. Just to validate whether it is correct data or not. So if I'm going to insert this particular data one more time, it's getting inserted. No, it's actually wrong. We should not do it. So we have to do some validations. So this validation, we will call it as constraints in Oracle. So what is constraints? The constraints means validation, okay, data validation before inserting the record into the table. It is called constraints in Oracle. Okay, so we do have 6 constraints in Oracle. So what is the 6 constraints? First one is primary key and not null, unique constraints, check constraints, foreign key constraints, and last one is, so we have some constraints called default constraints. So in Oracle, we have one constraint called default. So what is the default? So I will tell you. Okay. So if you see this, I'm going to have this constraints. If you open this particular sheet, so what kind of validation I can do on this table? Okay, what kind of validation I can do on this table? See, customer ID. So what is the validation I can do? The customer ID. Sometimes in the real-time project, they will ask, okay, so they will give you some data. They will give you some data. If you are going for a data analyst role or business analyst role, definitely they will ask this kind of, sometimes they will ask this kind of role. Okay, so they will give you some tables. They will ask you what kind of data validation I can do on this particular table, right? And I got one question, what is the difference between normalization and constraints? See, normalization is the process of reducing the redundancy. That means reducing the duplicate. We are splitting the table into multiple tables. See, customer is one table, city is another table. That is called normalization. But in this table, how can we do the data validation? That is constraints. See, what kind of validation you can do on this particular customer ID? See, customer ID should have a unique value, right? It should have a unique value. Each and every customer you need to identify uniquely. You have to provide unique customer ID. Can I have null values here? Without customer ID, can I have the data? No, I should not have it. So I should have a value that should be a unique value, right? So you should have a value that should be a unique value. So for this, I can go for primary key. So one concept is called primary key. So what is the primary key? So if you are making that column as primary key, then in this particular column, it will not allow duplicate value. So the same record will not be allowed here. Will not be allowed. This will not be allowed here. And without this customer ID, we cannot have any other values. So it should not allow null values. It should not allow duplicate. So for that, you can go for primary key. If you are defining column as primary key, so in that column, it will not allow duplicate. It will not allow null values. So remember this. And also only one primary key per table. So we do have other keys, that is a candidate key. Then we have super key, alternate key. So that I will tell you after completing this. But first of all, we will not use this candidate key concept, alternate key concept, super key concept here. So we will use primary key, unique key, and foreign key concept in the database. See, what is primary key? If you are defining a column as primary key, so in that particular column, it will not allow duplicate value. It will not allow null value. How many primary key I can have in a table? Only one primary key. Okay, clear? Only one primary key per table. Okay. So in customer table, customer ID will be a primary key. In product table, product ID will be a primary key. So in user table, user ID will be a primary key. So if you are making a column as primary key, it will not allow duplicate value. It will not allow null values. Only one primary key per table. Okay. Employee ID, product ID, customer ID, user ID, account number. This way I can have the primary key. So we can have the composite key. That is different. See, sometimes we may have duplicate value on this particular column. Sometimes. So in the situation that we should have a primary key in order to have the historical data here. So for that, we'll go for combination of some columns. these two columns, I can go for a primary key, but it should be a combination of columns. So it should be so primary key of customer ID, comma, mobile number, mobile underscore number. See, this way I can have, this is called composite key. So composite key, that two, only one column, only one composite key per table. So you cannot have more than one composite key. So composite key means you're combining the column, making this combination as primary key. That too only one, not two. Only one composite key, but you can combine any number of columns. That's fine. Okay, 3 columns, 4 columns, any number of columns, but only one column. I will show you this composite key different. I will explain this composite key. The composite primary key, this is called. Okay, this is, so what kind of validation I can do on the customer name? Any idea? What kind of validation I can do on the customer name? So can I have duplicate value on the customer name? Can I have the duplicate name? Yes, duplicate name we can have, right? We can have the duplicate name. Same name, yes, two customer might be there. Yes, definitely we can allow the duplicate, but without customer name, without customer name, can I have the customer name? No, right? So it should have a value, but it can have a duplicate value. So you can use this as not null. If you are using the column as not null, so that means the column will not have a null value, but it can have a duplicate. Okay. So what kind of validation I can do on the mobile number? Mobile number, it should be a 10-digit number and it should be a unique numbers. So for each and every customer, you should have only one mobile number. So how can I validate this? I can go for unique. So unique. So what is that unique? Unique means it will not allow duplicate, but it will allow null values. How many null values? Any number of null values it will be allowed in Oracle. Okay. So in Oracle, if you are defining a column as unique, unique means it will not allow duplicate value, but it will allow null values. That's a unique. So age, I can go for check constraints. So I can go for check constraints here. Yes, you can go for unique and not null. So both also you can use, no issues. Unique and not null, unique and check constraint. So anything you can use. See, this age, I can go for check constraint. Check whether age is greater than or equal to 18. Yes, I can use. So that is what I can use these values. Okay. So these are all the values. But see, remember, I can have some. So here I can have some values, or I can put some validation here. So I should not allow null value here. I can go for default. See, you can use default here. So what is default, right? If you are not providing any value, by default, you can make 0 here. So if any columns, you are going for aggregations, some aggregation, if you are going for null value, if it is there, then it will not find aggregation, right? So that time, to avoid this kind of data validation, so instead of null value, we will place 0. So that time you can use default 0. So that kind of default constraint also you can use it if you want. Then, so you have some values here, city. I do have operations. So I do have business in these 4 cities only. These 4 cities only. So I can have the validation like, so customers I can get from these 4 cities alone. So if I'm trying to have a customer ID 50 or 41 or 21 or something other than these values, I should not allow. So this column, I can make it like foreign key. So foreign key is nothing but, so data integrity between 2 tables. So you can validate data from another table. For an example, sometimes you are going for bank and then they are saying that you could have a valid PAN card number, right? So you should have a valid PAN card number. You should have a valid Aadhaar number or some number they are asking. So they will validate it. So you are mentioning some Aadhaar number or PAN number here. They will check in the PAN card. Say they will have some tables. In the table, they will check whether this particular PAN number, whatever you are giving, it is available or not. Yes, they will check it. Then they will allow you here. Right? The same way here also. If I'm going to mention this customer from this particular city, they will check whether this 30 is correct city or not. Yes, here it is available. Then they will allow. So this kind of validation. So validation between two tables. Okay. So if you consider this particular table, consider customer table, this customer ID. So whatever the customer ID is called child. Okay. This is child. This is parent. Okay. This is parent. Why? Because primary key we have, right? So here it is a primary key, correct? City table, city ID will be a primary key. So whatever the key it is having like a primary key, that is called parent. Parent. See, parent should be there, then only child should be, you can able to insert it. One more thing, if you want to create a column as foreign key in Oracle, it should be a primary key in another table. So what is that? Validation condition. If I want to make a column as foreign key, it should be a primary key in another table. Clear? It should be a primary key in another table. So remember this. If I want to make a column as foreign key, it should be a primary key in another table. So data validation between two tables. Clear on this? All the 6 constraints. Shall we see one by one? Okay. So I have given explanation here, not null. Sometimes you are saying some mandatory field, right? Hashtag symbol in the front end applications. That means it has been defined as not null column in the table. So that is why whenever we are providing a null value, it will say like, it will not allow, it should have a value. Okay. Check constraint, foreign key constraint. So relationship between two tables, it will accept duplicate value. Foreign key will accept duplicate value. Yes. In one particular city, we can have more number of customer, right? So it will allow duplicate, but here it will not be allowed duplicate. It's a primary key. Clear? Any questions? It should be a primary key in another table. Any number of foreign key, you can have it in the table. So any number of foreign key, you can have it in the table. So whenever you are using references, the keyword is called foreign key. Okay. So if you are violating the primary key, you will get unique constraint violated. Cannot insert null into not null column. Unique constraint violated. Check constraint violated. Integrity constraint violated. Parent key not found. This is what you will get. So if you are violating this, if you are trying to insert one record with 50, so whether it will check whether this 50 is available here. If it is not available, it will throw error like parent key not found. So to avoid this, first you have to insert here some 50 here, some with some different city, or you have to correct this particular 50 to only these 4 values. Clear? 6 constraints. Okay, so I'm going to create a table called the customer. I will show you one by one all this. Assume that as of now, we do not have a city table. We do not have a customer table. I'm going to drop the table customer. So drop customer means, so entire table will get dropped, right? Yes. So drop table city also. If I have any city table, that table also I'm dropping it. So we do not have any table. So I'm trying to create this particular table. So how I'm creating? Create table name. This is column name, space, data type, space, constraints. You can use this way, constraints, okay? Customer name, varchar2, not null. Mobile number, unique check constraint. Check length of mobile number equal to 10. Age, number of 3. Check age is greater than or equal to 18. City ID, number of 4. References, city table, city ID. These columns I have given. Okay, so you want the default one? Yes, what I will go for? We go for one more column like email ID. Okay, or what default value I can have it. Okay, so email ID. Email ID is one column I'm having it. It's a varchar2 of some 30, and it is the default constraints. Default constraints, single quotes. If I'm not providing an email ID, it should take email ID as some values like this. I assume that at gmail.com. This is some default value. Okay. If I'm not providing a value for this email ID, it should take this as default email ID. Okay. Some ID I'm giving. So instead of this, you can go for some email ID. So this is the way I'm just using it. So control enter. I'm just trying to create this table. I'm getting error. So what is error I'm getting? Table or view does not exist. So why I'm getting this error? Table or view does not exist. See, I'm trying to create a table, but I'm getting table or view does not exist. So why I'm getting this error? See, I'm giving references to one more table, right? So you are giving references to one more table called city. Whether the city table is available, select star from city. We are giving references, right? So that reference table itself, it is not available. Then how it will get the reference, right? So first we have to create a reference table. Yes, we have to create city table first. Okay, we will create the city table. We will load the data. So all the 4 records. I will create the city table. Yes, create the table called city. And insert all the 4 records and commit it. Yes, you have to commit. So you can see the city table. Yes, we have 4 records, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 records we have. And I'm going to create this table. So now can I create? Control enter. Still I'm getting error, but I'm not getting this error. I'm not getting this error. I'm getting different error. So what is error? So no matching unique or primary key for this column list. So if you are getting this particular error, so no matching unique or primary key for this column list. So you are giving some column list here, city ID. So as I told, if you are trying to create any column as foreign key, it should be a primary key in another table. Okay, it should be a primary key in another table. But whether the city ID is primary key? No here, right? It's not a primary key. It's not a primary key. Then how it will give the reference? So it cannot able to create. See here, if you are trying to create this column as foreign key with reference of this column, it should be a primary key. A referenced column should be a primary key. Clear? Yes. So whether this column is primary key? No. Can I create after that? Yes, you can create. You can alter it. Alter table name, add primary key of city ID. See, if you are altering it, provided all the values are unique in the table. In the city table, all the values are unique. Then only it will alter the table with primary key. Control enter. Table city is altered. So that's what you can go with city. So now it is a primary key here. Then I can create it now. Control enter. See, table has been created. Clear on this? Yes, table has been created. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert the record into the table with validation. But this insert statement will not work now. We have to go with one more column addition, right? I did one column additions. So that's why I'll go for one column additions, insert into table name values. After which column I have added? Email ID. Age, after age I have added here, right? Single quotes. Quotes, comma. Okay. So just I'm trying to insert this record. Whether this record will be inserted, just to validate. Is it unique? Yes, very first time I'm going to insert, it's unique. Yes, it's a not null. It is length is 10 digit and it's a unique. Age is greater than 18. And we have the email ID 20. Yes, this 20 is available in the another table. So I'm trying to insert this record. Whether it will be allowed? Yes, this record will get inserted. You can see this table now. So select star from customer table. Yes, this record, it will be available in the table. Okay. I will explain the default. Okay, wait for some time. I will explain the default. But this is what it will get inserted. So I'm going to insert one more time. I'm just trying to execute the same statement one more time. I'm giving the same ID. I'll get error like unique constraint violated. Okay, unique constraint violated. See, this type of error you are getting it. One more time, if you are going to execute, you'll be getting error like unique constraint violated. See, today I have created a table. Tomorrow you are coming with, and you are getting this particular error like unique constraint violated. So how do you know which column is unique? How do you know whether it is violating this particular column or this particular column? How do you know? Okay, so you have one table, the dictionary table, right? So one table is called all underscore constraints. Is one table we have. All underscore constraints is one table. All underscore constraints column is another table. Okay, first you can take all underscore constraints. So whenever you are adding a constraints in the table, so entry will be made in this particular table, in this particular one. All underscore constraints is execute. So we are getting so many records. So what is the where class you have to use? What is the where class? To restrict owner equal to HR and table name equal to, what is the table name? Customer, right? You see here, I have the constraints. So this is R is nothing but relationship. Okay, relationship, that means foreign key. Then U use nothing but unique constraint. P is nothing but primary key. This is check constraint or not null constraint. Okay, so as of now, unique constraint is violating, right? So if it is violating unique constraint, it might be violating a primary key or unique key. But in this particular table, I may not know. So which one is primary key, which column is unique constraint, right? The HR schema in customer table, I do have six columns, right? 6 columns I do have. But how do I know which column it is unique constraint, which column it is this one, primary key constraint? See here, these columns, just I will take the constraint name here. Okay, constraint name. Okay, so I will go to all underscore constraint columns. This is another table. So in this table, it will be maintained. So I will take the same queries here. So don't get confused. So this is constraint. This is all underscore constraints column. Just I'm executing this particular line. Same customer table. So you are getting these custom constraint name, table name, and column name. So this is 430 is unique. 429 is primary key. So what is that 430? 430 is mobile number. Clear? So mobile number is unique. Correct. Then 429 is customer ID. So customer ID is primary key. Clear? And other columns. See, you have to check with constraint name and you have to go for this way. So constraint name in this particular table, we have to make join, right? So we have taken the constraint name from here, constraint name from here. Just we have joined and we took the columns. So you can write one query here this way. See here, I have written the queries here. You can execute this particular statement. So select all the columns from all underscore constraints, all constraints columns where a dot this constraint dot constraint name equal to b dot constraint name, owner name equal to HR, table name equal to customer. If you execute, you will get what is the different columns. See here, primary key is customer ID, unique key is mobile number. Relationship is city ID, check constraint. This is also not null or check constraint, whatever it may be. See this, if you are getting confused with join, so just execute the statement while I'm taking the join query, you will get to know very clearly this one. So manually we checked it here, taken the constraint name from this table, constraint name from this table, we have joined it here, right? 430, and then we got it. Okay, mobile number, all this. Got it? Any questions here? So what these two tables are called? Dictionary tables or metadata tables. See, these tables only used to find, okay, which constraint we are violating. See, today I have created a table. After some days you are coming with you are trying to execute some insert statement. You are getting error. So how do you find, okay, which constraint it is getting failed? So this query you have to execute. This query you have to execute to find which constraint I'm violating. Based on that, you have to change the queries. Clear? Any questions? Unique constraint violated. That means, okay, this is violating. We should not go for this. I have to go for one more column. Can I use more than one constraint for one column? Yes, you can use. We have used here, right? We have used here. See, unique constraint we have used, check constraint we have used. Unique constraint you can use, not null constraint you can use. You can use more than one constraint for a column, but it should be a meaningful one. Primary key unique, you cannot use it. Primary key not null, you cannot use it. Not null unique, you can use. Okay. Not null unique check 3, you can use it, no issues. Try that. Okay, so now I'm going to insert the second record, this record. Whether this record will get inserted the customer table. So you tell me whether this record will get inserted. I'm trying to insert this record. Yes, no. Will get inserted. Yes, it will get inserted, right? So all these are unique. So everything is fine. It will get inserted. correct? Okay. So now I'm going for one more record here. Sorry, as of now, I'm making that same ID. So I will change it. Okay. So this record has been inserted, and check this one will be inserted or not. You want me to show the table? Yeah. So you let me know whether this record will get inserted or not. Customer ID, it's different. Values you have. And this is different only. This is, it will get 31. And this is also correct. This one also correct, right? It will get inserted. Okay. So I'm just removing it. This one. Whether this record will get inserted now. So what is the error you will get? So you'll get cannot insert null into not null column. This particular error you are getting. Why? So why? Because this column we have defined as not null column, but we are making the null values. So that's the way you are getting error, not null constraint, correct? So in order to insert it, you have to go with some values here, right? Yes, now it will get inserted. Whether it will get inserted, whether it will get inserted, this value, no, or yes, no. So what is the error you will get? The check constraint violated. See this 13, right? We have to give more than 18. The customer should have more than 18, the age. So you'll get error like check constraint violated. Yes, you'll get this kind of error for this one. So what you have to do, we have to make, so instead of 13, we have to go for, okay, so 34 or something. Now it will get inserted. Yes, it will get inserted. So you tell me whether this record will get inserted or not. So this one I'm giving null value. This value, this one, null value, but I have given default. So you tell me whether it will go for default value or it will take null value. So I'm using this one, I'll go for, I'm providing a null value. Whether it will take default value or null value, we'll see. Yes, we'll go for this way. And we are trying to insert it. One row got inserted. But if I'm going to check this one, so what is the value it has taken? Why? Why it has taken null value? So we have given the value is not null, right? Sorry, the value is default value. So that means if you are not providing any value, it should take value as this value, right? But why it has taken null value? Thing is, so whenever you are giving this way, if you want to pass some values, so use a column name always. Okay, use a column name always. So instead of this, what is the column name? Okay, I will describe the table. DSC, customer. So customer ID, comma, customer name, then comma, Mobile, see default value, this is what it will take. So remember, so how the default value it will take age. Say normally real-time project, definitely you will give the column names. So without column names, you will not give it. See this way I'm going to give this email ID. I'm not providing that. So remove this one. Okay. So what I will do, I will delete the record, delete from customer where customer ID equal to this ID. I will delete it. Why? Because otherwise I will have it will not allow duplicate value, right? So now if you check this table, customer table, you will not have any data. See here, I do not have this data. If I'm trying to insert this particular record, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 column mentioning. The 6th column I'm not mentioning here. If you don't mention this column, then it will take default value. See here. Okay. So this is the correct way of mentioning that. So this way you have to mention if you are not mentioning that. But if you are mentioning a column and if you are giving the null value, it will take null value only. So you are giving explicitly as null. But here you are not giving a column, then by default it will take this way. So in real-time project, the front-end applications through API, it is writing insert statement. So it will write this way only. So that is why by default it will take some value. So country by default take it like India. So that way. Whether this record will get inserted, any idea? I hope you are clear what is that default, right? I'm not providing any default value here, but it is taking default. Okay, so tell me that this record will get inserted or not. Okay, I'll go for 5 here. So what is the error you will get? Okay, this is also I'll go for 4, 90. So what is the error you will get? So any idea? This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is also correct. But this is not correct, right? 60 is not available in the table. So what is error you will get? Integrity constraint violation. Parent or child? Which one is not found? Child is not found or parent is not found? I'm trying to insert 60 here, right? So 60 is not available here. Parent not found, correct? So you'll get this kind of error. The integrity constraint violation, parent not found. This type of error you will get. So in order to insert this record, what is the changes I have to do? So instead of that, I can go for some other values. Yes, 30, it will get inserted. Okay, after insert, I'm just doing the commits. I have did it. You can see select star from the table name, customer table. How many records are there now? Some 6 records are there. These are all some valid record. Yes. So you have some duplicate record. When I have duplicate record on the foreign key, yes, you can have. So how many distinct values are there? So 10, 20, 30, these 3 departments, these 3 cities only, customers are available. Parent not found, yes. So what I'm going to do in the city table, to take the city table, see here, they have some values. In the city table, I'm thinking that select star from, see these tables, how many cities are there? Customer table, 10 we have, 20 we have, 30 we have. These 3 cities customers are available. Okay, I'm going to take this data, city table. So I'm thinking that, okay, I do not want this particular data. I'm trying to delete it. Delete from city. Where? City underscore ID equal to 30. Is it possible? See, this is referencing with another table. This 30 is referencing. From here, I'm trying to delete it. I'm trying to delete this particular record. Whether it will be allowed? No, it will not be allowed. If I'm trying to delete it, it will not be allowed. Previously, what is the error you got it? Parent key not found, right? Parent key not found. This time I'm getting child record found. So able to understand the difference? See, you are trying to delete this record. While trying to delete, it is not allowing to delete. It is showing like child record found in another table. Child record found in another table. That's the error you are getting it. Clear? Okay. So to delete it, what I should do? If I want to delete record, the 30, or I want to go for drop table city here. I'm trying to drop it. Sometimes this kind of error you'll be getting it. It's kind of you are trying to drop a table, it will show like this kind of error. This kind of error. So I'm trying to drop a table, but why it is giving this kind of error? Unique or primary keys in the table referenced by foreign keys. So I have to check in the constraint table only. So what is the constraint here? Which constraint is primary key foreign key relationship? So that we have to check it. Clear? Okay. Then how can I delete it first? So first you have to delete a record from this table. Okay, first you have to delete from the record from this table 30 and then try to delete it here. Okay, so delete from customer where city underscore ID equal to 10. Yes, I'm trying deleting the record. One row deleted. Then you are trying to delete the record from city here. Whether it will get deleted? Yes. How it will get deleted? There is no child and parent relationship, right? So this record will get deleted. So that's why we can do. But I'm just doing the rollback. Okay. So rolling back, I cannot do the deletion. So I have to find out. So I'm trying to delete the record from the 30 here. From 30 here, it is showing like child record found. So tomorrow or some tables you are getting this kind of error. This kind of error you are getting it. So how do you know that which table it is referencing? So here it is very simple. If you are trying to delete this, so you are getting this particular error saying that it is getting, you are getting this error. So you can easily find out, okay, this city table is referencing with customer table only. But in real time project, how will you know? So you need to delete this record. It is referencing with any other table. How do you know that? So what is the constraint name? It is showing like 7431. So we have to check this 7431 is available in which table. Okay. So you have to write this kind of okay. So 1 minute. I will check here. I will take this one. So I will check it here. So I have to check it, which is the 7431 is referencing here as constraint name, right? So constraint name 7431. 7431. This one. 7431 is referencing in customer table. So I have to check which is the constraint name here. So I have to go with, so instead of this table name, we may not know the table name, right? We may not know the table name. We have to check HR schema and constraint name is name equal to this name. So which table it is referencing? Yes, it is referencing customer table. So what is the constraint name? 7425. Okay. So this constraint name we have to pick. Okay. So we will go with 7425. The table name called and table name equal to customer. So which is the constraint 7425? So which is the constraint 7425? So R underscore constraint name. So where relationship. So this table is, so this is the one, right? So in the customer table, so this particular column is referencing with relationship constraints. So first we have to, so you know how to check this table and column name, right? So we have to use all underscore constraint column. Then you have to join it and you have to find out which column, table and all. After finding it, you can, okay, so it is referencing with customer table with this particular column. Then we have to delete that particular record. Okay, so you have to check here. Select star from customer table. This is the table it is referencing. Yes, here we have the records. So first we have to do the deletion of 30 from here. Then only it will get deleted here. That's what you have to find. Clear? Okay. So we can go with another concept is called cascading. So on delete cascade. So what is the, this is up to now you are clear, right? All the 6 constraints. Any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, please.
Hello. Hello, sir. If the reference table has a composite primary key, can we create a foreign key in the main table?
Yeah, I will come to that one. Okay. So foreign key is different and the composite key is different. Composite key you are creating on the this table, right? You are creating composite key on this table. But here you are creating a primary key. So that table only you are creating a foreign key here.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if the parent is a composite
Okay.
key,
So you are asking, okay, you are combining these two, then can I have the foreign key here or not?
yes.
Yes. Yes, we can do it. Yes, I will tell you. Okay. So that concept only I will tell you after this. So let me complete this. I will go for composite. Then I will go to this one. Okay. We have a composite key also. The concept is available. So here we have the, yeah, I will take one by one. And on delete cascade, composite key and candidate key, alternate key, super key, everything I will take next week. Okay. Is that fine? I will give you some exercises for these, all these constraints and everything. This exercise, I will send it to you. Day 2 exercise. See this one, I will send it to you. You have to create with primary key, foreign key constraints, and you have to answer all the questions. In addition to that, I will send you this particular table. This table list yesterday you have created, right? Yesterday, have you created this table? Okay, not this one. I will give you one more table. Yeah, this table list I will give it to you. Okay, this is the 4 tables you have to create. See, check this table: patient table, employee table, doctor table, room information table. These 4 tables you have to create with primary key foreign key relationship. So in that scenario, which table should be created first, you have to decide. It is a foreign key here, room number. So room number is, room ID is primary key here. Okay, room number. Doctor ID foreign key here. That doctor ID is primary key here. Employee ID is primary key here. And so here employee ID is foreign key here. Okay. So room ID, room name, building name, and in charge. Which employee is in charge for that particular room? So that we have to put. So that is foreign key. So with this combination, you have to think which table should be created first. You have to create and insert some data. Got it? So the question is clear, right? These 4 tables you have to create with the primary key foreign key relationship, and you have to load some sample data. Okay, so I will send you this particular sheet to you. This one and the other one, you have to do it. Okay, clear? Yeah. Thank you all.